Hi, I'm Ken McNair, Head of Product at CoreStream GRC, and I'm going to show you some key enhancements we've made in Release 3.6. We focus primarily on AI-powered efficiency, improvements in reporting and visualizations, and usability across the board. So let's have a look. So within Forms, you can now use the Ask AI feature to generate content, but also to review existing, to provide recommendations, and broadly to do anything with the form data in terms of review and update. So let me give you an example. This is a risk. I can ask to suggest additional mitigating actions based on the risk title, description, everything in the form. So if I ask AI, as you can see, it's provided me with some mitigating actions I might want to consider, as well as their title, their description, it says their action type, and the cause, which is also in the form that I might want to associate it with. So I might maybe want to take this one, and those are now added to my subforms where I can expand them and pad them out, give them an owner, and save this. And then on top of that, I can now ask for feedback based on this risk's description and details and the mitigating actions I already have. Tell me how I'm doing. So an overall assessment of the current actions and maybe any gaps, weaknesses, etc. And this is fully configurable, so it will allow organizations to align responses with their own standards, methodologies, tone even. Something we've also been experimenting with is AI-driven document processing capability. In this example, I'm going to upload a policy document, and we've built a LLM prompt that will split that document up in a specific way, so taking out the title, the description, and each of the sub-policy sections. So I'll upload my example file. And then I can press this populate form button. Okay, so I just fast forwarded the video about a minute, and you can see that it's populated the policy title, the description, but also the policy sections and all of their information. This significantly reduces the admin effort when importing large volumes of structured content. And it's completely generic. So where we've used it for policies here, we could, change the prompts and use it to process any document. Next is our chatbot. So this is still in the proof of concept phase. It's not available yet to clients, but we're hoping it will be very soon. And I'm just going to give you a quick demo of the sort of capability it currently has. So in this example, I've asked for risks where I'm named as the risk owner, and it can retrieve that data and show it to me in this tabular format. I just have the one in this case. But it can also do things like tell me what can a risk owner do in this site, provided that you've given it that information somewhere in the guidance. This capability is fast evolving, but it's a really important first step towards making platform data more accessible to our end users. We've introduced a new risk trajectory chart, which helps visualize how risks are changing over time. So rather than looking at a single risk score or risk assessment, users can plot the journey from inherent risk through to current through to target position. You have a key here on the right hand side. You can select additional risks, or you can deselect some. You can choose to only show, say, current and target. You can just show 1 point. You can expand it to full view. You can move the points around to minimize overlap. And all of this is retained in my personalized settings so that when I come back here next time, it remembers how I had it set up. This one was built on requests from one of our clients and has already generated significant interest from several more. We've enhanced the CoreStream calendar component. So previously we had a monthly view, and now we also have a weekly and daily view. Users can switch between these views here. And we've also added the ability to create records from a specific day on the calendar. And we've made another forms usability enhancement. So we can switch our subform repeaters to be in this quick action view. So I can select immediately to change the status of this record without having to expand it. Maybe I can just tell at a glance based on the title what I need to do with this record. And this is particularly useful when you're looking at large numbers of, say, screening alerts, especially when you know straight away there's a false positive. This has been just a few highlights from 3.6. The release continues to focus on AI, reporting, performance, and just day-to-day usability. For more information and for everything that was included in 3.6, please head to our website. In the platform area, you should find 3.6 release notes. Thank you for watching, and we'd love to hear your feedback, so please comment on this video.